When you open your eyes, you are given a choice. Not a choice of the world, but a choice of your own being. Most, however, do not see it. They rise from their beds, yet carry their slumber with them. They drag the ghost of yesterday into the light of today, and then they ask why the landscape of their life never changes. If you seek the true current of life, the flow of peace, of clarity, of energy, you must learn the art of release. You must let go of the self that no longer serves. This is not a task for tomorrow. It is a quiet ceremony for this very moment. What has passed is like the water of a river that has already flowed to the sea. It is not you. The moment you cease to believe you are the river, you are free. Your past is a story. It may explain the boat you sit in, but it does not define the vast ocean you can explore. Let the story go. Become empty. Become available to the now. For this is the fertile ground where life plants its seeds. If you wish to receive, you must first create space. And space only exists when you quiet the echoes of yesterday. Waking is not merely a function of the body. It is an awakening of the spirit. Yet, most rise only to continue sleeping with their eyes open. I invite you not just to wake up, but to arrive. Arrive in the sanctuary of your own breath. Arrive in the field of your own awareness. Be here fully before the world pulls you away. Instead of reaching for the noise of the world, reach for your own center. Simply watch. What do you feel? What thoughts are passing like clouds in your inner sky? What are you holding on to? This small pause is a powerful practice. It dissolves the unseen patterns that govern your day. The self that reacts is the self that is trapped. It builds a dam against the flow of life. Do not react. Observe. Let the thoughts come and go like carriages on a distant road. You do not need to board everyone. When you react, you hand your strength over to circumstance. When you respond from a place of stillness, you become the silent master of your inner world. The old self feeds on urgency. The new self finds its strength in watching. This space is not escape. It is liberation. Silence is a teacher that has been long forgotten. Many fill the dawn with noise, for they fear what they will meet in the quiet. But the first moments of light are sacred. They are the soil in which the tree of your day will grow. Sit in stillness. No sounds, no words, no plans. Simply be. In that quiet emptiness, the mind finds its true order. The inner dust begins to settle. When silence is the first thing you listen to, your actions for the day become rooted, powerful, aligned. Life's flow begins where your resistance ends. And silence is the gate through which resistance gently departs. A great barrier to this flow is the illusion that the world is broken. The world simply is. It is your lens that is clouded. The chaos you see outside is but a reflection of the chaos you carry inside. If your eyes are always finding fault, it is a signal to clean the inner mirror. Gratitude is the soft cloth for this cleaning. True gratitude is not a word you repeat. It is a way of seeing. It is the deep recognition that this breath, this life, this fleeting moment is a gift you have not earned but have been given. When your inner being vibrates with this knowing, the world reflects this vibration. It gives you more to be grateful for. Discipline is not a cage, as many believe. It is the highest form of self-love. It is the structure that allows for true freedom. Your old self will always seek comfort and distraction. But the new self honors the path of growth. Every time you choose stillness over noise, reflection over reaction, you are not punishing your being. You are honoring your journey. The universe does not answer what you wish for. It responds to who you are. Discipline shapes your being. It makes you a vessel ready to receive without breaking. Each morning is a chance to let the old self die. This is not a tragedy, but a spiritual rebirth. Let your stories die. Let your excuses die. Let the weight you carry dissolve with the morning mist. Imagine rising with no memory of your limits. Who would you be? That self is already within you. You have not met them because the noise of your history has been too loud. Practice this daily letting go. Let each sunrise be your renewal. Life does not reward repetition. It rewards rebirth. Do not simply see these words. Let them be a bell that wakes you each morning, reminding you that you are not your past. You are the stillness of now. And in the now is where all things of worth reside. Waking up is not the act of the body leaving the bed. It is the spirit arriving in the present. Most people open their eyes, but continue to dream the dreams of yesterday. They wake to the sound of an alarm, but not to the feeling of their own life. True awakening means arriving in the now. It is feeling the air as it enters your body. It is hearing the quiet before the world's noise begins. The old self reaches for a screen. The conscious self pauses. It looks inward first. What is the weather inside you today? What baggage from yesterday have you carried across the threshold of sleep? To observe this is the beginning of wisdom. This morning arrival is a subtle but profound ritual. It requires no ceremony. It only asks for your presence. Sit, breathe, feel the day greet you like a clean parchment. This is the moment you choose not to write the same old story. Here, you choose awareness over the machine of habit. Here, your energy aligns with a higher purpose. By greeting the morning in this way, you train your spirit to respond, not to react. You are no longer pushed and pulled by your impulses. You become the watcher, and then the gentle guide of your life. The old self fears stillness. The self that is truly awake finds its strength there. For in stillness, clarity and the true flow of life are found. Let your first act of the day be awareness. The rest of the day will follow its lead. Let go of the need to know what the day will bring. Simply be rooted in your arrival. From this rootedness, your energy will expand. You will walk into the day with presence, not pressure. You will notice more, not because you are looking, but because you are open. Life's abundance always finds the one who is not lost, but centered in their own being. So tomorrow I invite you, do not just wake up, arrive. Do not just rise from bed, rise into awareness. The mind is like a flowing stream. It carries thoughts and feelings endlessly. Most are swept into the current. A memory arises, and their peace is gone. A worry appears, and they are lost in the future. They do not realize they have left the present moment. This is how the old self lives. To break this cycle, you must become the silent witness on the riverbank, not a leaf tossed in the water. Watch your thoughts. Do not try to stop them. Simply observe them as you would observe clouds drifting in the sky. You are the sky, not the clouds. This space between you, the watcher, and the thoughts, the watched, is the beginning of freedom. In this space, you interrupt the old pattern. You are no longer controlled. You are conscious. Reacting is the language of the old self. It is born of fear. Responding is the language of the new self. It is born of clarity. A response is not hurried. It arises from stillness. It sees the emotion fully but chooses not to become it. You can feel the heat of anger without being consumed by the fire. You can notice the shadow of fear without letting it command you. This awareness rewrites the very foundation of the old self, not with force, but with light. Practice this. Every morning, give the first few moments to yourself. Sit, breathe, and just watch. Do nothing. Be nothing. Be the one who sees. In time, the seer becomes stronger than the noise. Observation becomes your natural state. This is not weakness. This is mastery. Your world outside is a reflection of your world inside. Your home, your relationships, your daily patterns. They are mirrors of your inner state. When your outer space is in disarray, it is a sign that your inner space is also unsettled. To bring order to your life, you must first bring order to your home. This is not about mere cleaning. It is a sacred practice. When you clear your space, you declare that you are worthy of clarity. When you let go of objects that hold old energy, you practice the art of release. Every object you keep should serve the person you are becoming, not remind you of the person you have been. Abundance does not flow into a space that is already full of clutter. You must create an empty bowl for it to fill. Tend to your environment as you would a sacred garden. Let it be a place that nourishes your highest self. The universe always responds to clarity. There are currents in life we try to swim against, emotions we do not wish to feel, memories we try to bury. But what you resist will persist. Life will bring it to you again and again, not to punish you, but to teach you. The very feeling you avoid holds the key to your freedom. Healing is not about becoming someone else. It is about removing all that is not you. Turn and face your discomfort. Do not judge it. Let it speak to you. You will find that the suffering came not from the feeling itself, but from your struggle against it. When you can sit with your own shadows, you take back the power you gave them. In your calm witness, they dissolve. You do not erase the old self. You understand it so profoundly that it releases its grip. True transformation does not come like a thunderstorm. It is quieter. It is the silent choice, every morning, to let go of the self you were yesterday. It is the choice to die to your limitations and be reborn into this moment. Most carry their identity like a heavy stone. They say, "This is who I am." But you are not stone, you are water. You are meant to flow and change. Rebirth is not a myth, it is a practice. It happens every time you choose presence over habit. You are not your history. You are the awareness that witnesses it. The old self was made for survival. The new self is made for seeing. When you let go of what you were, you do not lose. You create space, and into that space, life rushes in. Rise each day and choose. Choose not to be the echo, but the voice. Choose not to be the memory, but the presence. This is the path, and it begins and ends in the stillness of now.